Good morning and welcome to EV Adventures. I'm Rob, and this is an EV adventure. We're going on about a 350-mile car trip today. I had a request from a subscriber to the channel that, man, this was really good. My top 10 requests for over-the-air updates. We'll start with number 10 and work our way to number 1. So stay till the end to see which one's at the top. Number 10, when I walk up to the car with my cell phone in my pocket, I would like it to act just as if I had the key fob in my pocket. Generally it'll do that, but you have to have the app open, and sometimes you have to, if you want the trunk unlocked, sometimes you have to unlock it that way. It's just a little cumbersome. If they could just smooth out the function of your phone as your key. Number 9. Just to improve the responsiveness of the sound system, the division of different frequencies. I'm far from an audio technician, but and I have to say, I don't know whether Lucid is in doing something, or the car learns what I like, or just what, but the sound system, we'll pull up here, it sounds a good bit better than I assessed it to begin with. And so kind of watching the screens here, no active media. We can pull up some active media, but you might have seen that it took a while for those screens to come on, and we'll get to that. Anyway, number 8 is there's a hold feature that you can either use or not. Your car, when you come to a stop, can be in roll mode, or it can, which works well, by the way, for when you put it in neutral at a car wash, just FYI. But or it can be in hold mode. The hold is kind of handy because you can truly drive it like a very large, expensive, fast golf cart. And so in hold mode, you come to a stop at a stop sign. The brakes hold you there without pushing the brake. The brake lights go on, all that sort of thing. And so which is great. When you take off from the stoplight, stop sign, whatever, there is a subtle clicking that indicates that that hold feature is disengaging. Tesla's had the same feature for some time. Theirs is silent when it goes off. You can tell that it goes off, and there's really no need, other than just that you're able to proceed. There's no need to have anything indicate to you that that's gone off. So that would be very nice to have a silent disengaging hold feature. Number 7, and this one is near and dear to my heart. The soft closed doors, I really like that, just in case I don't get it closed. But cars that I've driven with soft closed doors in the past will you'll give you a chance to close the door, but if you don't quite make it, well, they'll get it the rest of the way. With these, it's as if the soft close mechanism stops you from fully closing the door, getting that casket tight sound. And let me show you and see if you can hear this. Not sure you can. Okay, so we open it. The way I would normally close it is like that, and then I can it just will not go beyond the point where soft close engage. It just won't. So you give it a good pull. I'm not for slamming doors, but a nice solid pull is good. So you give it a nice solid pull, it hits the point where soft close would engage and stops there, and then the soft close opens or closes it the rest of the way. So what I've taken to doing is this, and that is, okay, open the door and then just pull it to soft close. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to operate, and I just, you know, could be user error, as I always say. But that would be, and I asked the technicians at Goose Island in Chicago at the Lucid facility. They said that is the way they're all working. So please leave a comment at the bottom if you have that issue, or maybe it doesn't bother you, or if you would really like to have that gone as well. So I said that we're going on a trip today. Number 6 is navigation, and so we'll pull the navigation down here and up here. I'm just going to use this camera to see the navigation, and there's that. Come on. Okay. No active media. I just put my foot on the brake and I don't have my seatbelt on because I'm just sitting here. So well, now the navigation isn't on. Okay, come on. Go back home. Go to navigation. There. Okay, there's our navigation. So we'll pull that down here as well. So what you can see on the screen, I have a trip mapped out, and with this trip that is mapped out, it shows it does a great job directing you. I got out of Chicago, which to me is very difficult. I got out of a part of Chicago that I wasn't particularly familiar with. The system navigated me out. It was a direct route. It worked really well. But with along the route, so the navigation works great, but along the route, I'd love to see an O.T.A. update that showed all of the charging stations, much like Tesla does. And I'm so sorry, this is not a comparison to Tesla thing, but these are issues that Tesla has worked out. Along with this, with the navigation, I'd also like to see instead of a pictogram, I'd like to see actual terrain, such as with Google Maps. Doesn't have to be Google Maps, but that's the option Tesla chose. There I go again. And so, but what the navigation does is that if you, just looks like I need to re-enter my destination. If you enter a destination, it will push show route. It will, and even once you finalize it and push go, it will show you the route. But if you do not, if the car does not anticipate you needing to stop for a charge, it will show no charging stations. I'd like to know, just in case I decide to take a little jaunt out of the way, or there's a detour or whatever, I'd love to see where the charging stations are along the way. They could make that all Electrify America or all charging stations, kind of like they do for the map in general. But I'd like to be able to look at the map and say, oh yeah, look at that, there are 5 charging stations you know, on the way to my destination, and that isn't there. So that would be great to have. Number 5, just a quicker computer response in general. It's okay, but when you get in, like I did this morning, when you get in from dead, when you get in from, boy, I better not use that word. That happened with the Taycan. Anyway, when you get in from total sleep of the car or yourself, it does take it a while to kind of get up and working and things like that. Now, that being said, this morning it is warm. Supposed to be on the news they said mid to upper triple digits. Does that mean almost 200? 150 to 200? I don't know. But at any rate, it's supposed to be hot. It's hot right now in the garage. So, air conditioning came on immediately. It's nice and cool in here now. So in that sense, it came alive. But in terms of all the screens flashing up, they take their time. So I would like to see a faster response with that, and a faster response switching between functions, like between navigation and the audio system, or phone calls, that sort of thing. So let's see. No one else on earth has been wanting this. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I go back and forth between Apple and Android depending on what I'm doing, and so I'm greedy. I would like to have both, but one would be great. So what I've heard about that is that by the end of the summer, and it's early August now, by the end of the summer is the kind of the timeline that Lucid has put forth for incorporating Apple CarPlay. Don't know. Apparently Apple is upgrading CarPlay so that it fits on all the screens of any car. It'll take the shape of your screen. And as you know, the upper right screen where you would see CarPlay has a slightly non-rectangular shape. There's a little curve to the top and an angle to the right side. So let's see what they do with that. I know they're working on it, or at least that's what the media is saying to us. And number 3, easier and more functionality from Alexa. Again, maybe it's me. Hi Alexa, she's listening to us. But texting, things like that.
Sorry, I didn't understand that.
Well, that's the problem, is that she doesn't understand that. And so, number 2, quicker reaction of the blind spot cameras. They come on, and I love them, but there's a lag time, and in that lag time, there are those situations where I'd really like to see what's in my blind spot. The other thing about the blind spot monitors is that somehow those cameras, or the way the software is processed, are not of high resolution, and it's not such a big deal in the light, but in the dark, the picture is highly pixelated. Now you might say, well, yeah, if there was something there, though, they'd have their lights on and they'd be different. Yeah, but I'd like to see a more highly resolved image from those blind spot cameras. That is number 2. Number 1, drum roll please, level 3 self-driving, comparable. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a big fan of full self-driving on the Tesla. I like to drive, but if I'm tired, it's safer if there is a responsible assistance system. So let's just call it that, driver assistance. But I had a chance several years ago to drive GM's Super Cruise system. It's wonderful. GM has mapped out much of North America in terms of limited access highways. Apparently they're going to be doubling that in the near future go from 200,000 miles of road to 400,000 miles. Wow. And it's all LiDAR mapping. And this car is equipped with LiDAR. My hope early on was, hey, maybe we can adopt that, or Tesla can, Lucid can adopt that. I don't know whether it would be something as simple as a patent fee to use the data, or I don't know, but that would be fantastic, because you can engage that Super Cruise system and you are straight down the road. You're not ping-ponging side to side. You're not, I can't say enough good about it. It is, and that was like one of the first systems that I drove, and I haven't driven one since. Looking forward to the Cadillac Lyriq, and don't tell my wife, but I've got one on order for her, or reserved for her. So she may be going from a Tesla to a Lyriq. We'll see. At any rate, well, that's my top 10. We'll look forward to seeing you soon. Please leave any comments or suggestions as to what you would like to see on the channel in the comments below. And if this video has been of help or been interesting, please boop the like and subscribe buttons. It really helps me to keep bringing you good content. Take care.